A Day with Wilbur Robinson by William Joyce. Now a major motion picture from Disney. Meet the Robinsons? Huh. That is a fantastic Disney picture if you haven't seen it. I didn't know it was a book first. Let's see if it meets the expectations of the movie, which is fantastic. You should watch it. Really, really. I'd like you to meet the Robinson. Wilbur Robinson is my best friend, and his house is the greatest place to visit. I walked up and said hello to the twin uncles, Dimitri and Spike. As always, Wilbur opened the door just before I knocked.
"Come on in," he said. "Lefty will take your bag." "It's kind of a dull around here today," said Wilbur.
I looked around. Aunt Billy was playing with her train set. Cousin Pete was walking the cats, and Uncle Gaston sat comfortably in the family cannon.
"Your dad needs you out in the back."
"Oh, your dad needs you out in the backyard," he shouted as he blasted himself across the room. In the backyard, we found Mr. and Mrs. Robinson and their robot, Carl. They were scouring the lawn with the matter detector.
We're looking for your grandfather's false teeth,"
Mr. Robinson explained.
"Of course, we haven't seen grandfather lately either," he added. "Could you boys go and ask around?"
We asked Uncle Wormley if he'd seen grandfather's teeth, but he was busy with a new friend. One of his bugs suggested we check out back. The photon elevator was busted, so we took the stairs.
"I don't remember the weather report mentioning snow for the East Wing,"
yelped Wilbur. After helping Uncle Nimbus with his new snowball shooting device, we searched on but found neither grandfather nor his teeth. None of the lab equipment had seen a thing. But Uncle Orbley popped by to lend a hand.
"Oh, ask Uncle Judlow,"
he gurgled.
"He knows everything."
We found Uncle Judlow relaxing with his brain augmentor.
It helps him think deep thoughts," Wilbur whispered.
Mississippi spelled with O's instead of I's would be Moso Sopo, blurted Uncle Judlow.
"See, what did I tell you?"
Wilbur exclaimed.
Have you seen Grandfather Robinson's false teeth?"
I asked. Uncle Judlow blinked. There, wherever he left them, he answered after some thought. In the den, Wilbur's sister, Tallulah, was talking on the phone and eating grapes. His other sister, Blanche, was modeling her new prom dress.
"Do the shoes match?" she asked.
"They're swell," we chimed.
Have you seen Grandfather Robinson's false teeth?"
I asked.
"Or grandfather?"
asked Wilbur.
"Oh, not lately," said Blanche.
Yawning, Tallulah shook her head and ate another grape. Somebody had left the time machine on, so the dinosaurs were at their usual spot by the pool.
"Oh, geez. I hope Grandfather didn't get lost in the Mesozoic period again," said Wilbur.
"That'll definitely make him late for dinner," I said.
"Oh, we're striking out," said Wilbur, discouraged. "And I'm hungry. So let's eat."
Cousin Laszlo came by to demonstrate his new anti-gravity device.
"Have you seen Grandfather Robinson's false teeth?"
I asked.
Nope. But I bet they're floating around here someplace,"
mused Cousin Laszlo. Suddenly, the faint, familiar strains of Potato Head Blues came wafting from the house.
"Oh, that's it," yelled Wilbur. "It's Friday. Grandfather's in his lab working with his dancing frog band."
We rushed to the lab, and sure enough, there was Grandfather with his friends, Mr. Ellington and Mr. Armstrong. Grandmother Robinson was helping.
Have you found your teeth, grandfather? Shouted Wilbur over the music.
Oh, no, I haven't seen them, he smiled.
Oh, I guess we'll just keep looking, I volunteered.
So do appreciate it,
said Grandfather as the music played on. We found Grandfather.
Oh, we found grandfather, Wilbur announced as we ran outside.
Oh, good work, said Mr. Robinson. Now, if we could only find those teeth.
Last time I was here, we were looking for your grandfather's glass eye,
I reminded Wilbur as we walked.
Yeah, he's always missing a part,
Wilbur admitted.
Ahoy,
called Uncle Art, newly arrived from abroad.
Looking for a lost bit of grandfather? God sakes, I've been homesick.
By evening, Grandfather's teeth were still nowhere to be found. At dinner, Uncle Gaston practiced shooting food out of a cannon. Carl and Lefty served while Grandfather did the best he could without his teeth. After dinner, Mrs. Robinson read Tarzan of the Apes aloud, and suddenly one of the frogs jumped up onto my hand and did a Tarzan yodel. He was wearing Grandfather Robinson's teeth. I found them! I cried. Everybody shouted, hooray, except for Wilbur, who did a Tarzan yodel too. The occasion called for a pillow fight. Exhausted from the battle, we floated across the lawn and into a tree with the help of Cousin Laszlo's anti-gravity device. Wilbur and I stayed up late into the night while Uncle Art told hair-raising stories about his adventures in outer space, as the frogs played softly on their violins. The next morning, the whole family gathered to wave goodbye, singing, "Yes, we have no bananas," just like they always do. I was kind of sad to leave, but I was ready to go home for a while.
Goodbye, Wilbur, I said. Oh, sorry it was such a dull day, Wilbur apologized. I had fun, I said.
Wilbur smiled. The sun was shining brightly as I walked slowly away. I looked back over my shoulder, and there was Wilbur shooting himself out of Uncle Gaston's cannon with a farewell message. See you later, pal. The movie is a lot more concise in its storytelling, but good night. I love you.